So far, we've previewed all of the space rosters for the factions of Empire War Expanded Revan's Revenge, as well as the Republic's vehicle roster, so today it's time for the Mandalorian vehicles. In general, the Mandalorians have a lot of ways to quickly get around the battlefield. At the core of their ground forces are variations on the fearsome Basilisk war droids, ridden by Mandalorian warriors. Two of these, the heavy and light Basilisks, are aerial, with the light version coming in a pair of anti-infantry droids, and the heavy coming in one per company, but including a mix of anti-infantry and anti-vehicle weapons. The other two are the bipedal cockatrice, which we won't be showing in-game here since it's not fully coded yet, and the quadrupedal Baragwin battle tank. The cockatrice is anti-infantry like the light Basilisk, but it comes in larger companies, while the Baragwin is entirely anti-vehicle. Beyond the Basilisk, the Mandalorians have several speeder options. First is a heavy anti-infantry swoop bike, the Tabalhar. Then there's the Burinar, a relatively beefy command skiff, armed exclusively with an ion cannon. Aiding in the faction's mobility is the Morit, which has its own anti-infantry weaponry, but is primarily a hovercraft meant for transporting Mandalorian infantry across the battlefield. A modified version of the Morit, the Trakyat, also serves as a base for the Mandalorian artillery platform, used to shell enemy positions from long distances, showing classic Mandalorian disregard for collateral damage. Less speedery, but still aimed at helping infantry mobility and protection, is the Brawl APC, a heavy track transport with some anti-vehicle and anti-personnel cannons, able to transport more Mandalorian infantry as they move to the front lines of one of the many wars they lost. The final Mandalorian vehicle is in no way speedy, but is among the hardest hitting vehicles in the game, the Mandalorian wheel tank, a giant wheel with massive mass drivers and an anti-vehicle cannon mounted on it. It's not great against large amounts of small targets, especially infantry, but when confronting enemy heavy vehicles, it'll always get the job done. That's going to do it for our second ground roster preview, 5th overall. Only the Sith ground roster remains to go over, but we are getting close to the first Mandalorian preview playthrough, so if you want to see any of that, make sure to subscribe here, and for more Empire at War Expanded news in general, check out the Discord server linked in the description.